I just put good morning. We'll be beginning shortly. I'm gonna try to pull the files that the people are on here. Okay, so what happens once this happens, Judge? Good morning. We'll be beginning shortly. Yeah. Okay, and then I can just minimize it. This meeting is being live streamed. Got it. Okay. Let me see who's things. I want to see. They don't even respond. I was hoping. Or somebody just logged off. This Ernesto Gonzalez. I was asking them to respond with their name so I know exactly who it is, but okay. There's a one back. Cynthia, that Ernesto guy calls. He was on and he logged off. I think his daddy called. Did I send it to her? Did anybody respond? No. Andy, Ernesto. Okay. Excuse me.
Hello.
Good morning. I'm just trying to check everybody in right now. Okay.
Okay.
So I see we have Andy Wilson. We have Rosalinda De Leon. And then Victoria. What is your last name?
Luna.
Victoria Luna. Okay. And then what is your name, ma'am? The one that just popped off. No.
Okay.
If you're on if you're on a phone, there's other people on as well. And I don't know if you can,
Okay.
but somebody just logged off right now. Okay, I'm just waiting on the judge, but I just wanted to make sure I checked everybody in first. I know y'all have been waiting. And then somebody else logged off. Okay. If y'all want to mute y'all's phones right now, and then just give us about 5 more minutes. He's on another Zoom meeting, so he's almost done. Okay.
Okay. Good morning. Sorry, I was having to take care of an issue. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Today's date is January 28th, 2022. We're on the record. What that means is that everything's being recorded here today. We're also live on YouTube. Today's docket consists of the arraignment docket. Do we have any show cause? And show cause docket. What that means is that for the that means you're here for the first time to answer to your violation. With regards to the show cause, that means you've already entered in a plea of guilty or no contest. You were issued a fine and court cost, and you are now here before the court to tell the court why you haven't met your obligation and to see if there's anything else that can be done. Just to let you know a little bit about these types of cases, these are all Class C misdemeanors with fines that normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You also have the right to have an attorney represent you. An attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standards as if you were an attorney. You also have the right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. As you folks sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. It is the state's burden to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Does everyone understand these rights? Okay. Some other information I need to let you know. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest and a finding of guilt could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest that you consult an attorney. If you find yourself in a position where you are unable to meet your financial obligation, for instance, if you plead guilty or no contest and I order a fine and court cost and you can't meet that financial obligation, there are other alternative means to make that obligation. If you request an application from the court, you fill it out, you turn it in, and we have a hearing to determine whether you qualify. If you qualify, I can place you on an extended payment plan. I can place you on community service or a combination of those things. The point being is talk to the court. If you can't make the payment, there are other things we can do. Okay. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to call your name. I'm going to swear you in, and then I'm going to let you know what you're being charged with. After I do that, I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing in that I will find you guilty. The only difference is when you're pleading no contest, is that you're telling the court, I'm not admitting guilt. I'm not saying I did it. I'm not saying I didn't do it. What I am saying is that I believe that there is evidence before the court where they would be able to find me guilty, and I'm not going to contest it. But if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, I will find you guilty, and then we will go to the sentencing portion of the case. At the sentencing portion of the case, there's a number of things I can do. I can straight up find you guilty and issue a conviction. I can place you on what's called deferred disposition, which is a type of probation, where I order a fine and court cost, and I may ask you to do certain things, but if you do them, if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay, the case will get dismissed. If you qualify for the driving safety course program, I will let you know that you qualify and ask if you are willing to participate in that. So that's another alternative. So there's a number of things that we can do here, okay? So before I call the first case, are there any questions? Okay, so the other, one thing that I forgot. So the other choice is if you plead not guilty. If you plead not guilty, what's going to happen is that you will be noticed for a pretrial hearing. At that pretrial, and we're still doing those via Zoom, just the way we're doing this today, the prosecutor will be present. You will have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor and try to negotiate your case. In addition, if you have any pretrial motions you want heard, they will be heard at that time. At the pretrial, if you speak to the prosecutor, that is your best opportunity to try to get the case resolved. If you feel you have a valid defense or a valid excuse, that's the time that you present them to the prosecutor. The prosecutor is the one who brings the case on behalf of the state of Texas. So he has the ability to do different things including recommending a plea bargain agreement to dismissing the case if he feels it's warranted. So it is a good time to try to get your case resolved. If you are unable to get your case resolved, then the matter will proceed to trial. You will have a choice to have a trial by jury or a trial before the court, which is me, okay? And that is a choice that you get to elect. All right. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and call the first case. That'll be these two right here. Yeah. It says minor here. Court calls number 211-200-3340, State of Texas versus Victoria Ray Luna.
It's Victoria May Luna.
I'm sorry, Victoria May Luna. Can you please start the video, please? Okay. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Ms. Luna, you are charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on or about January 7th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
As to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on January 7th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. Okay. All right, Ms. Luna, I'll accept your plea of guilty. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. It's going to be a fine of $230, court cost of $76, for a total of $306. When can you pay that, Ms. Luna?
Now.
Okay. If you can come by the court today and sign off on the paperwork and go ahead and pay that, and just don't get in trouble for 90 days, and the case will get dismissed.
Okay.
Okay. Are you located in Robstown?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the latest I could go?
4:30.
Okay. Well, then I wouldn't be able to go today because my brother has my car
Okay. Can you
and he
be
gets
here
out of
by
work
Monday?
at 5.
Can
I
you
can
be
go
here
on Monday. Yes.
Monday. Okay. Come by on Monday. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you. This is, I think Mr. Gonzalez is coming back on. He was in here next.
Yeah.
You missed my whole spiel, right? Okay. All right, let me go ahead and court calls number 21040000882, State of Texas versus Andy Wilson. That also includes cause number 21040000883, 21040000884, and 21040000885. Mr. Wilson, can you please raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Can you please unmute your microphone, Mr. Wilson? Yeah, but we can't unmute it.
Okay,
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wilson. You are here today on an application for time payment extension and/or community service regarding total outstanding fines and fees of $919. Is that your understanding, Mr. Wilson?
that's correct.
Okay, and I'm looking at your application. Are you currently employed, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir, I am.
What do you do?
I'm a radio technician, work for Centronics,
How much you make a month?
take home about 1,000 a month.
$1,000 a month?
Yes,
So you owe 919. What are you proposing, or what are you asking the court for, Mr. Wilson?
I'd like to make a $500 payment. My company advanced me $500 towards that, and then try to work off the rest.
So you want to make a $500 payment and then have a payment plan on $419?
Correct, sir.
Okay. All right. On the remaining 419, how much are you asking the court to give a month?
Can I pay like 50 a month?
Considering the fact that you're going to give $500 down towards that balance, I will allow the $50 a month payment after that. Okay.
Excellent, yes.
Okay. So what I need you to do is you need to come by the court so you can pick up the payment schedule order and give that payment. Can you come by today?
Yes, I can.
Okay, then we'll see you then, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to. After he gives that payment. You know what I'm saying? Then I can, I'll tell you in a minute. Okay. Court calls cause number 20050011511 and 20080032217, State of Texas versus Rosalinda de Leon. Ms. de Leon, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? If you can unmute yourself, Ms. de Leon, I'll be able to hear you.
Yes,
Okay. All right. And you are Rosalinda de Leon, correct?
yes.
Okay, Ms. de Leon, you are here today on an application for time payment extension and/or community service regarding total outstanding fines and fees of, let me see here, $770.27. Is that your understanding?
Yes,
Looks like making about $726 a month on SSI, correct?
yes.
Find that that you do qualify for the payment schedule. Mr. Leon, how much are you proposing that you give a month?
Every month I could give you 100.
Okay, I will approve that. If you can come by the court, can you come by today?
That's one thing I was gonna ask you because I have to be at home for 7 days because we have to be quarantined.
Got you. I'm gonna allow $100 a month payment on hers. 8 months. Well, I always like them to have, can we mail her a copy of the payment plan? She does have to sign off on it.
I could be there on the 3rd to make the first payment 100 and I can sign the papers then.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
And Mr. Leon, let me have a good phone number for you, please.
361
Okay.
703
Okay.
3035.
3035. Okay. All right, Mr. Leon. Then we'll see you here on the 3rd. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Court calls, cause number 211-200-3323, State of Texas versus Ernesto Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, if you can please unmute your microphone.
Mute. Okay, there we go.
Yes, sir. Can you please raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Gonzalez, you are charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, alleged to have occurred on or about January 1st, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of those charges?
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir. I would, cause at the time, like I was just right, or the guy he was supposed to pull me over, right? Supposedly pulled me over for not having a light on my bike. That was his probable cause, okay? Supposedly, pero nunca me paró. He never turned his lights. Said, "Sir, you're under arrest." Nothing. He just dragged me out of my cousin's house, like by my arm. I was already halfway in the house.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, hold on real quick.
Okay, yes, and I have
Okay. Well, hold on. You're getting into the facts
yes,
of the.
yes.
I can't hear the facts. Okay.
Okay.
If you've got an issue with the stop or probable cause, then you know you can definitely contest that, and you'll have an opportunity to do that. If that's something you want to talk to the prosecutor about, you can talk.
Okay, okay.
You weren't in the room earlier, but I was about to explain to you.
Yes, sir. I had been trying to get this thing to work. I didn't know how it worked or what.
Okay. No, I got you.
I got it.
Okay, so just listen for a little bit, okay? So
Yes, sir.
you're gonna have 3 choices. When you can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If you plead guilty or no contest, then I'm gonna go on to the punishment court portion of the case and issue some type of fine and court cost and maybe ask you to do some other things. If you're not guilty, I'll set you up for a pretrial. At that pretrial, the prosecutor will be here and you can talk to him about any issues you have. Like if you have an issue with the probable cause, you can talk to him then. Listen to me. If the prosecutor feels that you're in the right, he has the ability to dismiss the case if he so chooses. Okay. If or not, he can negotiate a plea bargain agreement with you. All I can do is take a plea, and if you plead guilty, then at that point I can hear whatever you want me to say, but I'm gonna be guilty, right?
Yes.
So those are the choices you're gonna have. Any
I
questions?
have a question. Yes,
Go
I have
ahead.
a question. What is drug paraphernalia? Like it has to have what? Paraphernalia from drugs, right?
Drug paraphernalia can be anything used to transport, to administer, to conceal an illegal substance.
Okay. Yes, because I had look, I mean, yeah, I was guilty. I had 2 syringes on me, but they weren't used or nothing. I was dropping them off to my uncle.
Okay,
He's
once
diabetic.
again,
You know what I mean?
once again, Ernest, I cannot.
But, no, I'm telling you, I already pleaded guilty. I mean, I did have them on me, but like they were brand new. They weren't used.
Well, let me let you know something.
Okay.
You may have a defense. So this is you may want to plead not guilty and talk to the prosecutor about. Okay,
Yeah.
that's up to you. Okay, but if you plead guilty, then I'm gonna find that you're guilty, so that I'm gonna find you broke the law.
Yeah.
But if you plead not guilty, you can talk to the prosecutor, and if he
Yeah.
agrees with you, then like I said, there's a number of things he can do.
Yeah, because I know how y'all backed up and all of that too. And like, I mean, if I just really just want to get all this out of the way, so I could just go on with living my life with my babies. I mean, I'm just happy to be back with my family. You know what I mean? Because
So
we had been separated, me and my girl, for a minute, and like now that I mean, everything's been so good. I'm barely coming back to work today and everything. I mean, I just want to be good.
okay, well then I'm gonna ask you, how do you plead, and you're gonna have that choice: Guilty, not guilty, or no contest, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, once again, you are charged with the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia alleged to have occurred on January 1st, 2023 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you're accused of having 2 syringes on your person. As to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Yeah, just guilty, boss. 'Cause I did have them on me. I mean,
Okay, the court will accept your plea of guilty. I'm gonna order 90 days deferred disposition. That means don't get in trouble for 90 days. And if you pay what I ask you to pay and do what I ask you to do, the case will get dismissed, okay?
yes, sir.
The fine, Ellie, I'm gonna consider what he told me. I'm gonna lower the fine to 130.
Okay. Is it
The
okay?
fine-
Like,
The fine is gonna be, listen to me, the fine's gonna be $130. What's the cost now? The cost is $81 for a
mhm.
of $211.
11. Yeah.
Mr. Gonzalez, when can you pay that?
Boss, like I said, I just barely got to work today. I'm barely coming right now. Let me see. But it shouldn't be long. As soon as, can you give me like to like the first week of February at least?
Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 days.
Okay, that'll be just great.
What
It'll be
is it?
before then, but
Okay, so by February 28th, okay?
all right, boss. That'll be
Okay.
good.
All right, then any other questions before I let you go?
Okay. Earlier I had talked to the Robstown people, right? Is this from Robstown?
Yes.
And they had told me that I had, see, 'cause I already win, that I have like some cases or something from like 2016 or something. I went to prison in 2017. I got out 2020, 2019 at the end, whatever. And they're saying that I still got like theft cases in this. I'm like, I got everything taken care of when I went to prison, you know?
So
All right. I try to get everything taken care of.
this is what you need to do when you come in, because you need to sign off on the form where you plead guilty. So I need you to come in
Today?
or at the latest Monday, okay?
Okay, yes, because today's gonna be
Okay.
kind of hard.
So you can come in by Monday and then they'll let you know what's outstanding. And then you can
Okay,
you can find out, whatever issues you have with those cases, okay?
yes, 'cause I'm just trying to get everything out the way. Like I'm good.
I got you. That way they'll let you know what you have outstanding, okay?
All right, thank you. What was your name, boss?
This is Judge Gonzalez.
Judge Gonzalez. All right, Mr. Gonzalez. Thank you very much. You
You're
have
welcome.
a good one.
You too. I'm gonna excuse you.
God bless.
Somebody on the Galaxy. Was she on here before? Can you hear me, ma'am? It doesn't show that she's. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Can I have your name, please?
My name is Audrey Aguilar. Excuse me one moment, sir. Okay, hello?
Okay, Miss Aguilar. Clerk calls number 211-200-3304, State of Texas versus Audrey Aguilar.
Mm-hmm.
Please raise your right hand.
Right.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Aguilar. Ms. Aguilar, you are charged with the offense of theft alleged to have occurred on or about October 22nd, 2021 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, I'm aware of it, sir.
And you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Aguilar, I'm gonna let you know some rights that you have before I ask you how do you plead. This is a class misdemeanor with a fine that does not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You don't have to testify in your case against yourself. It is the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
It's important that you also understand that there are consequences beyond this courtroom. For instance, on this charge of theft, a plea of guilty or no contest and a finding of guilt and a final conviction would result in, it's considered a crime of moral turpitude. So that's something that could affect you the rest of your life when you're trying to get a job, trying to do different things. There's also surcharges from the state of Texas on certain cases. For instance, if you're driving with insurance, I'm not sure if theft is one of them, but if you have a question about that, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. Also, if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. So once again, if you find yourself in that position, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. And finally, if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest and I order a fine and court costs and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, if you will let the court know, there's an application you can fill out. And if you qualify, there's a number of things I can do, including putting you on a payment plan for an extended period of time or putting you on service. Any questions?
No, sir, I have no questions.
Okay, as to the charge of theft alleged to have occurred on or about October 22nd, 2021 in Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
No content, right? Is that how you say it?
Yes, ma'am. The court will accept your plea of no contest. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition, Ms. Aguilar. Means that if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you, it's going to get dismissed, okay?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, sir? I couldn't hear what you said.
I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition. What that means is if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay, the case will get dismissed.
Okay.
It's going to be a fine of, well, let me ask you this, Ms. Aguilar, are you currently working?
No, sir, but I don't have a actual job, but I have a Facebook page where people hire me to go like clean their house or mop and stuff like that. So I do have a source of income, just not like
Okay.
a job at Sonic. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm going to lower the fine from $200 to $100, okay?
Okay.
The cost, still the same, right, Natalie? The cost will be $76 for a total of $100. When can you pay that, Ms. Aguilar?
It's Friday, right?
Yes.
I can probably pay it because I have a job on Monday. So I could probably pay it maybe Wednesday, to be honest with you.
I'll put it by next Friday, okay?
Okay.
That'll give you some time. What's next Friday now?
I think it's the 2nd or 3rd.
February 4th, okay?
Okay, February 4th. Okay.
Okay, Ms. Aguilar, and I need you to come by the court today, sign off on your paperwork where you plead no contest, okay?
Okay, and can I ask you a question, sir?
Yes.
When I go to make the payment, where do I make the payment at?
Okay, do you know where City Hall is?
Yes.
Okay, you come to City Hall, the court is in the City Hall. It's hard to miss. There's some window, and you go make the payment right there.
And do I go there today to sign the papers too, or
Yes, ma'am.
somewhere else?
Yes, you come today to sign the papers, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss you. You have any questions?
No,
All
I
right,
got everything. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
yes, ma'am, bye-bye. Okay, the time is, Natalie, you have time because I left my phone. 11?